I gave you my heart.
Good morning. Beautiful Saturday. Sun's out here in Bulacan. And I just want to welcome you back to the Multicultural Family Channel. And I'm going to do a little home workout here on my machine that I bought at the mall. Try to, get myself back to being Slim Jim. Now, it's a little warm outside, so you're guaranteed to sweat. The machine cost me way more than I should have paid for it. Initially, thought I was going to put in the house, a little air condition, but house ain't that big. So, had to put her outside. Got me a nice little spot here. Mood suits me. Sometimes it's easier than other days. So, I just try to work out as best I can with my service-related injuries. Knees are kind of shot. That's why I got this elliptical bike, so I could try to do some cardio without hurting my knee too much. So, but a couple times out here in the rain, the box here with the how fast you're going and your heartbeat and all the rate and stuff is dead. So I just set the tension and just go at it for as long as I can, especially with the heat. Some days longer than others, because if it's not heat, it's humidity or just plain laziness, whichever one hits me first. Too much beer intake, so this quarantine has really stricken my drinking. So I'm trying to watch what I eat, work out a little bit regularly, and stay healthy. Other day I was telling you, I went out looking for a dentist because my kids' teeth were hurting. Thankfully it subsided, but there are no dentists open anywhere. In the States, you can go to the hospital emergency room and there's a dentist, orthopedic, or orthodontist rather, on staff, but not here. I went to all the different places I could find, and there was no dentist. Medical is similar too, so if you go out to the medical and you get a emergency room, just like the States. But if you want to just see a doctor, or sometimes you're in the ER and they're like, okay, you need to go upstairs to the 4th floor and talk to the orthopedic guy for your broken leg or broken bone or whatever you think might be broken after you already went and got your x-ray and your CT scan and prepaid all that. Then you gotta wait in line for the line of however many people are in front of you before that guy will see you. We had an incident with the father-in-law. We got an x-ray. They sent us to the orthopedic. After waiting, they finally got to us and we were able to put his arm up in a sling, or a cast rather, with a sling after about 3-4 hours of waiting outside the young man's office, because there'd already been people in front of us waiting to go. But pretty much all the hospitals are not U.S. standard. Medical City Clark is really nice. St. Luke's down in Manila. But other than that, they're not to the standards that we're used to in the States. Most of us out of pocket. TRICARE, Medical City Clark takes TRICARE, and they also take F&P for the VA. Basically meaning instead of going to VA clinic in Clark or Manila, I can go to Clark Medical City to get my service-related injuries taken care of there, which is much faster because VA Manila, it takes you about two hours to get down there with traffic. It's a nightmare. It's over by the embassy. So, but the VA clinic itself is really nice. Very nice people work there, and it's really good. Whew. All right, that's about all I could take with the heat. Hello. So, just got off the bike, sweat my little white butt off. It's very hot outside. So I'm coming in, drinking my Gatorade, replenish my electrolytes, and I got some water. So just continue with the medical stuff. So I got here September 2019 full time, checked in with the VA. VA will basically see all of us, obviously, veterans, but they only do service-related injuries, unlike the VA in the States, where I just go to VA for everything. I got a headache, I got an ankle ache, I got a back pain, whatever it is. They just, I got a cold, they'll see you. But here in Philippines, VA will only see you and treat you for service-related injuries. They'll only give you your medication one time at the initial interview when they're checking you out. They will not refill. Say, for example, I have cholesterol pills that my doctor in active duty, and then my VA doctor said, hey, do your cholesterol. We're going to keep you on this simvastatin for, just to maintain your cholesterol. It's not too bad, but just to maintain it. So I went to the VA, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you any more medication. If you want, it's not service related. So if you want high blood pressure, or cholesterol pills rather, high cholesterol pills, then you need to go out to find your civilian doctor and get a prescription and fill it. So I was like, well, I like a knucklehead, I didn't hit the VA and get a refill before I left. So they were like, oh, yeah. Well, we will provide you one time refills, but only once. And after that, no, never again. So I got some cholesterol pills and some 800 milligram Motrins, ibuprofen, and then I was like, okay. I mean, that's all I really had. It's just, basic stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool beans. So VA is very difficult to get to, like I was saying before. It's like in downtown, it's downtown Manila, over by the embassies, and where all the public buildings, the MBI, everything's down there. But it's traffic. It's a lot of traffic. So it could take you a time to get down there. So you got to be very mindful to get down there. And then when you're coming out, obviously it's going to take you, depending on what time you leave, a long time to get out. So when you call them or you go by there, make sure you bring your military ID or retired ID, and they'll check you in. You go in there, check with a little desk. Depending on what they got, even got a kiosk. You can plug in if you already have an appointment, and then. But what they offer here in the Philippines is a thing called FMP, Foreign Medical Program. There are some places in Manila and outside Manila that will take it. I am using Medical City Clark because they take the FMP and also TRICARE. So you go to Medical City Clark, and St. Luke's, I believe, in Manila takes it, and there's a lot of places that you can take, depending on where you live. But I live out in Bulacan, closer to Angeles, closer to Clark, so that's where I like to go, and it's a good hospital. So you go in there to the HMO office. They give an appointment with your particular doctor, whatever you're looking for. You give them your authorization letters and everything, TRICARE, whatever. So basically, they give you an appointment. You go upstairs, you do your appointment, and as long as if you went in there, you do your stuff, then you take that paperwork back to the dude, turn it in on the way out. Now, F&P, you pay out of pocket, and then you submit your reimbursement form, and make sure you fill out everything correctly on the form. I did mine for my steroid for my knee shot. It got rejected because it didn't have some information, but it was only like $10. I'm trying to just test the system. So, but when you go to the doctors here in the Philippines, 9 out of 10 times you got to go buy the material. So basically, doc's like, yeah, you need a shot. So go down to the pharmacy, give me 2 gloves, give me a needle, the syringe, give me the thing, give me the cotton swab, and the medicine. I'm like, what? So I had to go down there. Now, a lesson learned was, if you do that, buy a Band-Aid, because they don't even give you a Band-Aid. They give nothing. I mean, you gotta bring it all to him. So then I give it to him. He shots me, and then I take the paperwork and I turn it in. So I'll get more detail on VA, FMP, TRICARE. You know, having subsequential insurance here with PhilHealth or somebody else, I'm still looking into it myself. But if you got problems, questions, concerns, please comment below. And remember to like and subscribe. And thanks again for coming to the Multicultural Family Channel. Peace out.